Alright, what's going on, you guys? Sam from Bet. In this video we're doing my discussion on the prop bets for UFC 266, Volkanovski versus Ortega. So I'll divide these videos as follows. I'll talk about I'll just run quickly through all the picks and the bets that I'm taking. Then I'm going to be discussing the prop bets, not with much detail. If you're interested in more detail, take a look on the description. I have my breakdown of the card, so from there you can take most of the analysis. Alright. So how do I see this card playing out, guys? So between Maximov and Karl Roberson, I'm taking Maximov but not betting. I'm betting Calvillo versus Jessica Andrade, especially Calvillo by decision, as I'll be showing you guys. Dan Hooker versus Nasrat. I decided to take a bet on Dan Hooker actually, and when I took this bet, he's like minus 150 something. I think it's something like this. And I'm just parlaying him a little bit, like 70.75% of my money. I'm gonna be updating here what's the expected outcome. And if you have never seen the spreadsheet, in the spreadsheet I keep my tracking, so that's what I do. I don't use third parties, just sake of time. Between Shevchenko and Lauren Murphy, the pick is Shevchenko. Now she's probably minus 1200, so I'm not betting this one. Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz, I'm betting Lawler. Manon Fiorot versus Manon MOraes, I'm going to be betting this goes to the decision. And on Fiorot by decision. Merab Dvalishvili and Marlon MOraes, I'm picking Dvalishvili but betting MOraes. Now MOraes a little bit more juicy in terms of the numbers. Medic versus Turner, I'm picking Turner but not betting. Morales versus Pearce, I'm picking Morales, not betting. Blaydes versus Rozenstruik, picking Blaydes, not betting. Daukaus versus Shamil, I'm picking and betting Shamil. I'll be showing you guys the prop there too. Samuelsberger versus Martin Sano, I'm picking Samuelsberger but not betting. Taila Santos versus Roxanne, I'm picking Santos, not betting. Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega, I'm picking and betting Volkanovski. Now I took I'll keep this odds here just to keep the numbers. I'm throwing like extra 1% of money on Volkanovski on a straight bet, right? So I'll fix this one too here. All right. So guys, I have already the video on Lock of the Night and top 2 parlay discussion. So if you're interested into that, on the Patreon $5 tiers, I have that, right? But I'm discussing here something that it's part of the $15 tier, which I show line by line all the bets, the prop bets that I'm taking. So I'm gonna be showing you guys that, so it becomes like more clear what to expect from this Patreon tier. So obviously the idea is this: the bets that I'm taking, the prop bets that I'm taking, you could compare to these numbers here, how much I bet on a straight on guys, or how much I'm parlaying the guy against the prop. All right. So the props that I have for you guys, probably in the order, I'm taking like Daukaus and Abdhurakhimov go the distance at plus 180. I'm putting like 0.15 of my money, and I'm putting more money on Abdhurakhimov by decision. Why? There's a chance that Daukaus KOs Abdhurakhimov. I don't give that much of a chance. Just gonna repeat that again. The reason is I don't think Chris can push the pace too much on Abdhurakhimov because he doesn't want to get taken down and controlled. There's a chance that Abdhurakhimov overextends, Chris cuts him and throw a blitz, finishes him. But I think Abdhurakhimov gonna fight smart. I know that he's 40 and etc. So there is a risk there. I'm not gonna repeat. But the value on Abdhurakhimov by decision is massive. This is the best prop in my opinion, So if you don't like much, if you think Daukaus is gonna KO Abdhurakhimov, I would say for you there's a good chance, but I would definitely cover that with Abdhurakhimov by decision, But this is my opinion, all right? But my bet is on Abdhurakhimov. I'm picking him and I'm betting him by decision here, especially. Volkanovski, like I told you guys, the best bet. I just left this one here because I had this today. So Fiorot by decision. Actually, I said that I bet Fiorot, and so I have Fiorot and Bueno Silva go the distance, and Fiorot by decision. I think Mayra Bueno Silva can win the decision too. She pushes the pace and stuff, takedowns, so could go the distance. And even a draw is not impossible. Bueno Silva had her last fight. But so there's a value on both of them going the distance at plus 100. I like this one a little bit, but I like more Fiorot by decision. You couldn't easily flip these two things, like put more money on Fiorot by decision because at plus 200 there's a decent value there, So just real quick, the reason is Bueno Silva is aggressive. She could win the stand-up battles, but Fiorot doesn't give much opportunities for the opponent to hit her unless Bueno Silva gets to her face and keeps grinding, you know, like make it a dogfight. Obviously, Fiorot would get hit, but I don't think Bueno Silva gonna like to get hit by Fiorot, you know, because Fiorot doesn't hit light, she hits quite heavy. Bueno Silva hits heavier, hits harder, but Fiorot has power herself, so I think Bueno Silva, if she starts overextending, Fiorot gonna take it to the ground and basically control her there. There's a chance that Bueno Silva submits Fiorot, not much in my opinion. Fiorot has a decent grappling game and good submission defense, so I think Fiorot wins by decision, and I like this one a little bit too. Then Calvillo by decision, guys. I think from everybody, you know, I heard everybody's super high on Jessica Andrade, that she's physical, she has the style to beat Calvillo, etc., yada yada. I think people are, you know, not that Calvillo is the best fighter. She's basically a wrestler. She's not the most physical and etc. So there's a point there. But I think people are regarding Andrade a little bit too high. She's not a technical anywhere, basically. You know, she's just like a tank of a woman, you know, that takes double legs and blasts her opponents to the ground and finishes them. My question to you is, what happens if Calvillo survives that? What happens when Andrade starts overextending? Andrade is strong. She's gonna probably be able to get back up. So the first round will be definitely Andrade's. But what happens when Cynthia starts, you know, saving her cardio and shooting? There's a small chance that Calvillo can control Andrade. You know, so I don't trust Andrade too much, guys. I don't trust Calvillo either too much. But I think Calvillo is more consistent in her approach, and she has a. We know what she's gonna try to do here, and she's gonna try to stay on the outside and out wrestle Jessica, and she could win, you know. So plus 400 to me, the value is on Calvillo by decision. You know, this is an interesting prop in my opinion, you know. But yeah, Andrade, she could you know, just basically push forward and slam her too, you know, could happen. On Lawler by decision, guys, it's another prop that I think it's good because I think people are, yeah, it's tough to call between him and Diaz, you know, I understand that, but I think Lawler is the better fighter, and he's gonna do something that people are not expecting. I think he's gonna try to out-wrestle Diaz, you know, it's the safest path to victory. I think he has a point in his career where he's not gonna just brawl with Diaz. If he's gonna brawl with Diaz, I think he's gonna lose, because I don't think he puts Diaz out. And then gonna happen what everybody expects, that Diaz keep touching him and edges him on a decision or late TKO. I think Lawler gonna fight smart. I think he's gonna, you know, stay on the outside, and he gets inside, gets some damage in, takes him to the ground and wins round like that and edges him on a decision. Okay, to me this is the safest path to victory, and this is the way I'm picking. So to me makes sense to bet Lawler by decision. I think there's a decent value on plus 250. Okay, so guys, this is the prop bets that I take for this card. Alright, so if you're still here, thank you for watching. Let me just comment real quick about the Patreon again. So for $5, the lock of the night top 2 parlays, $10 the early releases. I'm almost finished with my analysis on the UFC Fight Night 193. So you guys can see what I'm doing and maybe combine bets with the current card. For $15 is this one, where I have line by lines all the bets that I'm taking for all the props, okay? And $50 tier is the ultimate package. I can show you guys real quick since you guys are here with me. Maybe more people are gonna be interested into that. So it's all the lines all the bets that I take, you know, and as soon as I watch the fights, as soon as I see opportunities, I put here, you know, and I combine different cards. So, you know, I have some combined bets here. So just to put it, what you could benefit from this, for example, I'm picking and betting Taila Santos for the next card as the main event. So I have some parlays with him here, you know, with Robbie Lawler. I have him open parlay with Phil Davis that cashed, right? So what else I have here? I have some bets on Joe Solecki, Kyle Daukaus. I have him against Kevin Holland, you know. So this type of things that you guys get the opportunity to see. The Vicious that fought on the Contender Series, I cashed on her, and I have some open parlays with her. So line by line, everything that I'm doing, so you can just leverage and do whatever you want with this for a $50 tier. All right. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with your friend, consider supporting the channel, show your appreciation, and I'll talk to you next time. This time from Zrodder Bet, bring the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.